The ocean is a vast and wonderful place. It covers most of our planet, a giant blue blanket. Beneath the surface of the waves, there is another world. This world is full of mystery and incredible beauty. So many amazing creatures live in the deep blue sea. Some are tiny and some are as big as a bus. They swim, they float, they crawl on the ocean floor. This underwater kingdom is always full of surprises. It calls to us, inviting us to explore its secrets. It is a place of true wonder, waiting to be seen. Imagine diving down into the clear blue water. Sunlight filters through, making patterns on the sand. Strange plants sway gently with the ocean currents. Little fish dart here and there like jewels in the water. The silence is peaceful, broken only by soft sounds. It is like entering a dream, a magical hidden garden. This is the allure of the underwater world, so captivating. It has fascinated people for thousands of years, and there is still so much more for us to discover. The ocean holds countless stories within its depths. This hidden realm is not just beautiful, it is also vital. It plays a huge part in the health of our Earth. The ocean gives us food and it helps make the air we breathe. It controls our weather, sending rain to the land. Many people depend on the sea for their lives and work. Understanding this world is more important than ever. Its creatures, big and small, are all part of a delicate balance. This balance helps keep our whole planet healthy and alive. The ocean's secrets are not just pretty, they are essential. So, let us begin a journey into this amazing place. We will look at the bright colors and strange shapes. We will see how these creatures live their lives. We will learn about the tiny animals and the giant ones. The ocean is a treasure chest full of precious life. It is a world of constant movement and endless change. Every drop of water holds the possibility of something new. Come with me and let us explore the ocean's wonders. Let us marvel at the life that thrives beneath the waves. Our adventure into the deep blue begins now. In the ocean's currents, some creatures simply drift along. Jellyfish are among these gentle, floating wonders. They look like beautiful living bells or umbrellas. Their bodies are soft and mostly made of water. They pulse and glide through the sea with such grace. Some are clear, like glass, almost invisible. Others glow with soft colors, like pale pinks or blues. Watching them move is like watching a slow, silent ballet. They are simple animals, but truly mesmerizing to see. Their dance is an ancient rhythm of the ocean. Jellyfish come in many amazing shapes and sizes. Some are tiny, no bigger than your fingernail. Others can be enormous, with tentacles stretching for many feet. These tentacles trail behind them like long silken ribbons. They use these tentacles to catch their tiny food. Small fish and plankton get caught in their gentle sting. But most jellyfish are harmless to larger animals like us. Their main purpose is to float, eat, and make more jellyfish. They are a very old group of animals on our planet. They have been drifting in the oceans for millions of years. One truly magical thing about some jellyfish is their light. Yes, some of them can actually produce their own light. This is called bioluminescence, a living glow. Imagine a dark ocean and then a sudden flash of light, or a jellyfish glowing softly as it drifts past. This light can be used to startle predators away. It might also help them to find others of their kind. It is like they carry little lanterns with them in the deep. This natural light show is one of the ocean's prettiest secrets. It adds another layer of wonder to these delicate dances. These floating beauties are an important part of ocean life. They are food for some animals like sea turtles. Their lives are tied to the currents and the seasons. Sometimes many jellyfish gather together in large groups. These groups are called blooms and they can be huge. They remind us that even simple creatures play a role. The jellyfish, with its soft body and gentle pulse, is special. It shows the delicate and often surprising beauty of the sea. They are a quiet, shimmering presence in the vast ocean. Their silent dance continues, as it has for ages. Coral reefs are like busy, colorful cities under the sea. They are not made of stone, but by tiny living animals. These tiny animals are called polyps, and they build hard homes. Over many, many years, these homes grow into big reefs. These reefs can be huge, stretching for miles and miles. They are some of the most beautiful places on Earth, full of bright colors like a painter's wonderful palette, reds, yellows, blues, greens, all mixed together. It is a bustling world, teeming with all kinds of life. A true spectacle of nature's incredible artistry, these coral cities are home to so many different creatures. Thousands of types of fish live in and around the reefs. Big fish, small fish, fish with stripes, fish with spots. They dart in and out of the coral branches. They find food there and they find places to hide. Crabs and shrimp scuttle along the reef surface. Sea stars and sea urchins slowly make their way. It's a community where everyone has a place to live. The coral provides shelter and food for all its residents. It is a vibrant, interconnected world of neighbors. The corals themselves are fascinating living things. They might look like plants, but they are animals. Each little polyp is like a tiny flower with a mouth. They catch tiny bits of food that float by in the water. Many corals also have tiny plants living inside them. These plants, called algae, help the coral get food from sunlight. This partnership is very important for the coral's health. It also helps give the corals their amazing bright colors. So these beautiful structures are built by teamwork. Teamwork between tiny animals and even tinier plants. Coral reefs are like the rainforests of the ocean. They are full of so much life, so much biodiversity. They protect coastlines from big waves and storms. Many people around the world depend on reefs for food. They're also wonderful places for us to visit and explore, but these beautiful cities are very fragile and delicate. They need clean water and the right temperature to survive. It is so important that we take good care of them. These underwater gardens are precious treasures for our planet. Their survival means the survival of countless other creatures. In the deepest parts of the ocean, sunlight cannot reach. It is a world of constant darkness, cold and immense. You might think nothing could live in such a place, but even here, life finds a way, often in surprising forms, and one of the most magical things in this deep, dark world is light. Not sunlight, but light made by living creatures. This is called bioluminescence, a truly amazing natural wonder. It is like the ocean has its own secret stars. These living lights twinkle and glow in the endless night. They turn the dark depths into an enchanted realm. Many different deep-sea creatures can make their own light. Some fish have glowing spots along their bodies. These spots can flash on and off like tiny signals. They might use these lights to find food in the darkness, or they might use them to attract a mate. Some squid can squirt out a cloud of glowing ink. This can confuse a predator, allowing the squid to escape. Even tiny plankton can glow when they are disturbed. A boat moving through the water at night can create a sparkling trail. It is a silent, beautiful light show deep under the sea. Think of the anglerfish, a famous deep-sea hunter. It has a special fin that looks like a fishing rod. At the end of this rod is a glowing lure. It dangles this light in front of its big mouth. Small, curious fish swim closer to see the light. Then, snap, the anglerfish has its dinner. This is a clever way to hunt where there is no other light. Other creatures use light to hide themselves. Their bellies might glow faintly, matching any light from above. This makes them harder for predators to see from below. This living light is not just pretty, it is essential for survival. In a world without sun, bioluminescence is a key tool. It helps animals to see, to communicate, and to survive. Scientists are still learning so much about these glowing creatures. Each new discovery tells us more about life in the deep. It shows how adaptable and inventive nature can be. These stars of the deep are a reminder of the ocean's mystery. They illuminate a world that is largely unexplored by us. Their faint, beautiful glow is a beacon in the profound darkness. The deep sea is truly a realm of living light. Section 5. Hidden Gems, Lesser-Known Ocean Friends. Beyond the famous whales and dolphins, the ocean has more secrets. There are many lesser-known creatures equally fascinating. These animals might not be big or flashy, but they are special. Take the sea slug, for example, a very colorful character. There are thousands of different kinds of sea slugs. Many of them, called nudibranchs, are incredibly vibrant. They come in shocking pinks, bright yellows, and electric blues. Their bodies have strange and wonderful shapes and patterns. They crawl slowly over rocks and seaweed like living jewels. These small wonders are a delight for those who look closely. Another curious creature is the Christmas tree worm. These tiny worms live on coral reefs, hidden in tubes. What you see are their two colorful spiral crowns. These crowns look exactly like tiny Christmas trees. They come in many bright colors: red, orange, yellow, and blue. The worms use these feathery crowns to breathe. They also use them to catch tiny bits of food from the water. If they sense danger, poof, they quickly pull back into their tubes. They are a small but charming part of the reef community, a tiny festive decoration on the ocean's grand stage. Have you ever heard of the sarcastic fringehead? This small fish has a very big name and a big mouth. It lives in shells or holes on the seabed. It is very territorial and will defend its home fiercely. When threatened, it opens its mouth incredibly wide. Its mouth flares out, making it look much larger and scarier. It looks like it is shouting, though it makes no sound. This dramatic display is usually enough to scare rivals away. It is a feisty little fish with a lot of personality, a true character of the underwater world. These hidden gems remind us that the ocean is full of diversity. Every creature, no matter how small or strange, has a role. The leafy sea dragon camouflaged perfectly among seaweed, the blobfish looking sad but perfectly adapted to deep pressure, the vampire squid with its dark webbed arms. Each one is a marvel of evolution shaped by its environment. Learning about them helps us appreciate the ocean even more. They show us that beauty and wonder come in all forms. The ocean's quieter residents have amazing stories to tell. We just need to take the time to discover them. Section 6. A world together, the ocean's big family. The ocean is not just a collection of separate animals. It is a huge interconnected family, a vast web of life. Every creature, from the smallest plankton to the largest whale, is linked. They depend on each other for food, for shelter, for survival. This idea is called biodiversity, and it is very important. A healthy ocean has many different kinds of plants and animals. This variety makes the whole system strong and resilient. Like a Jenga tower, if you remove too many pieces, it can fall. Each species is a vital part of this incredible underwater puzzle. Their connections create the vibrant pulse of ocean life. Think about the coral reefs we talked about earlier. The coral itself provides a home for countless fish. The fish, in turn, might help keep the coral clean. Some fish eat algae that could otherwise smother the coral. Larger fish might eat the smaller fish, keeping populations in balance. When one part of this system is healthy, it helps other parts. This is how nature works in a beautiful, complex dance. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The smallest shrimp plays its part, just like the giant shark. This interconnectedness is what makes the ocean so rich. Consider the tiny plants in the ocean called phytoplankton. They are so small you can only see them with a microscope. But there are trillions and trillions of them in the sea. These tiny plants are the base of the ocean food web. They use sunlight to make food, just like plants on land. Tiny animals called zooplankton eat the phytoplankton. Small fish eat the zooplankton, and bigger fish eat the small fish, and so on, up to the biggest ocean predators. So the mighty whale shark depends on these tiny plants. It shows how important even the smallest life forms are. This web of life also includes humans. We depend on the ocean for so many things, for food, for resources, for recreation, and for oxygen. When we harm one part of the ocean's family, we can harm ourselves. If fish stocks decline, people who fish for a living suffer. If coral reefs die, coastlines lose their protection. Understanding this interconnectedness is crucial. It teaches us to respect all parts of the ocean ecosystem. Because in this big blue world, everything is truly linked. We are all part of the ocean's extended family. Section 7. Troubled waters, dangers to our oceans. Our beautiful oceans, full of life, are facing many troubles. These dangers are serious and they are caused by human actions. One of the biggest problems is pollution of many kinds. Plastic rubbish is a terrible threat to marine animals. Bags, bottles and nets can trap and harm creatures. Sea turtles might mistake plastic bags for jellyfish and eat them. This can make them very sick or even cause them to die. Chemicals from farms and factories also wash into the sea. These pollutants can poison the water and harm marine life. The ocean is vast, but it cannot absorb endless waste. Climate change is another huge danger to our oceans. As the Earth gets warmer, the oceans also get warmer. This warming water causes big problems for marine ecosystems. Coral reefs are very sensitive to temperature changes. When the water gets too warm, corals can turn white and die. This is called coral bleaching, and it is happening worldwide. Losing coral reefs means losing homes for many fish. Warmer water also affects where fish can live. Some fish might have to move to cooler areas if they can. This disrupts the delicate balance of ocean life. The ocean is also becoming more acidic, which is a worry. This happens because the ocean absorbs a lot of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas that is increasing in our air. When the ocean takes in too much, the water changes. This change, called ocean acidification, is bad for some creatures. Animals with shells, like oysters and clams, find it harder to grow. Even tiny shelled plankton at the base of the food web are affected. This can have ripple effects throughout the entire ocean family. It is like changing the very chemistry of the sea. A silent threat, but a very real one for many species. Overfishing is another serious problem in many parts of the world. This means we are taking too many fish out of the ocean. We are taking them faster than they can reproduce. This can lead to a big drop in fish populations. Some types of fish could even disappear completely. When too many of one kind of fish are taken, it upsets the balance. Other animals that depend on those fish for food will suffer. It is important to fish in ways that are sustainable. This means leaving enough fish in the ocean to keep populations healthy. These threats are serious, but it is not too late to act. Section 8. Our blue heart, why we must protect the seas. The ocean is like the blue heart of our planet. It beats with life and it keeps our world healthy. Just as our own heart pumps blood to keep us alive. The ocean circulates water and warmth around the globe. It produces much of the oxygen we breathe every single day. More than half of the Earth's oxygen comes from tiny ocean plants, so every other breath we take, we owe to the sea. This alone shows how incredibly important the ocean is. Protecting it is not just about saving pretty fish, it is about protecting the very systems that support all life. Think of all the amazing creatures we have talked about, the dancing jellyfish, the colorful coral cities, the glowing deep-sea fish, the funny, sarcastic fringehead, and the beautiful sea slugs. Each one is a unique marvel of nature, a work of art. They have evolved over millions of years to live in their ocean homes. They have a right to exist just as we do. Losing any of these species is like losing a precious jewel. Once they are gone forever. Our planet would be a poorer place without their diversity. Their beauty and their strangeness enrich our world immensely. Preserving ocean habitats is essential for their survival. A habitat is the natural home of a plant or animal. Coral reefs, mangrove forests, deep-sea vents, open ocean. These are all different types of ocean habitats. Each one supports its own special community of life. When these habitats are damaged or destroyed, the creatures suffer. They lose their food, their shelter, and their breeding grounds. Protecting these areas helps to protect the animals within them. It is like saving not just one animal, but its entire neighborhood. Healthy habitats mean healthy populations of marine life. The ocean also gives us so much joy and inspiration. People love to swim, to surf, to sail on the sea. We love to walk along the beach and listen to the waves. Artists paint it, poets write about it, musicians sing about it. It sparks our curiosity and our sense of adventure. It reminds us that there is a world bigger than ourselves, a world full of wonder, mystery, and untamed beauty. Protecting the ocean means protecting this source of inspiration. It means ensuring future generations can also experience its magic. Our blue heart needs our help to keep beating strong. Section 9, Helping Hands, what we can do for the ocean. Protecting our oceans might seem like a huge task, and it is true, it is a big challenge for all of us. But every single person can make a difference, truly. Even small actions, when many people do them, add up. We are not helpless. We all have a role to play. We can all become guardians of this precious blue world. It starts with learning and caring about the ocean. The more we understand its beauty and its problems, the more we want to help. Our journey today has shown just a glimpse of its wonders. Now let us think about how we can give it our helping hands. One of the easiest things we can do is reduce our plastic use. So much plastic ends up in the ocean, harming wildlife. Try to use less single-use plastic like bags and bottles. Choose reusable bags when you go shopping. Carry your own reusable water bottle instead of buying new ones. Say no to plastic straws if you do not need them. Recycle the plastic you do use whenever possible. These simple changes in our daily lives can make a big impact. Less plastic on land means less plastic in the sea. Every piece of plastic avoided is a small victory for the ocean. We can also be mindful of what we put down the drain. Chemicals from cleaning products can end up in waterways. Eventually, these can reach the ocean and cause harm. Try to use eco-friendly cleaning products when you can. Be careful with paints, oils, and other chemicals. Do not pour them down the drain or into street gutters. Properly dispose of them according to your local rules. This helps keep our rivers and oceans cleaner and healthier. It protects the water quality for all the creatures living there. A cleaner home means healthier marine life. Supporting businesses and organizations that care for the ocean is helpful. Choose seafood that is caught or farmed sustainably. This means it comes from sources that do not harm ocean life. Look for labels that tell you if seafood is a good choice. You can also support groups that work to protect marine habitats. They might be involved in research, conservation, or cleanup efforts. Even sharing what you have learned with others helps. Talk to your friends and family about the ocean's wonders. Explain why it is important to protect these beautiful creatures. Together, with many helping hands, we can protect our blue heart